Hey there, this is part 7 of my game collection series, and I think from this point onward I'm going to change things up a little bit. I know for the past couple of videos I've kind of rambled on about each video game, like give my thoughts about them, or what I know about them, try to describe them, shit like that. But I think from now on I'm just going to, simply display the game, and say anything interesting I might have to say about that, pertaining to how I bought it, where I bought it from, whatever, maybe anything in general if I feel like it. And, I know I said in the very first video I wouldn't, try to give my thoughts on each game and stuff like that, but, some of these collections are kind of small, like, a Game Boy collection is probably like 18 games or so in total, and I figured, it wasn't a whole lot, so, just gave my thoughts for each one. Wouldn't have made the videos that much longer and stuff, I just kind of felt like, fuck it, why not? But slowly, as these collections have gotten bigger and bigger that I'm covering, my videos have gotten a little bit longer, and, I just don't want another repeat of my GameCube collection video, and also, to be honest with you, I'm getting kind of tired of making these videos. So, just going to pretty much do what I said I would do from the beginning, but whatever. But before we get into my Xbox collection, I suppose, I'm going to show off the only disc-only Xbox game I own, and that's Halo. I have the Platinum Hits version, and, it's pretty scratched, but it still works pretty good. And like I mentioned in my the first video when talking about my original Xbox system, I got this for free because it was still in a disc tray when I bought the system, so that was pretty cool. Not a bad free first game to own with my Xbox. Now we actually get into my Xbox collection, and starting us off is 187 Ride or Die. It's complete and in fairly good condition. The disc is pretty scratched up, but it still works for the most part. I actually got this pretty close to me, like literally down the road for $3, and it's like a mature racing game in a similar vein to maybe like Mario Kart Double Dash, I guess. And the last boss is apparently really hard, so that's something to look forward to in this game. But 27 Ride or Die champ. Comes in complete and pretty good condition. Got this from 99 Gamers before that site went defunct, and it's supposedly a really good snowboarding game on Xbox. It's really all I have to say about it, and I think I paid like $2 for this, so got a good price on this. Arx Fatalis. Got this complete in fairly good condition. I mean, there's some shit on the case, but whatever. I got this from a pawn shop, and I paid $2 for this. And, not a bad price for this game, because I think it goes for a little bit more than that. And, I'm not too into this game so far with the 5 minutes I've played. It seems like a boring Elder Scrolls type game, but I suppose this is a game I gotta put more time into to really get an appreciation for. So I'll try to put more time into this at some point. Quite possibly one of my favorite games of all time, and that's Beyond Good and Evil. Got this complete and in pretty good condition. Really psyched to be coming out with a sequel, even though it's kind of a prequel to this one, not a continuation of this one. That's really all I have to say. The reason I have this on Xbox as opposed to any of the other consoles is because, I don't know, it's just the green case and the green label and stuff just kind of matches the main character, Jade, and stuff. And plus, it'd look nicer and play the best on Xbox. So that's why I own this particular version of Beyond Good and Evil, I suppose. But if you haven't checked out Beyond Good and Evil, I highly recommend you do. It's an amazing game. BloodRayne 2. Comes complete and in pretty good condition. I either got this from the same place that I got Aeon and Command & Conquer the First Decade, like I mentioned in my previous PC video, or I got this from Habitat for Humanity. Either way, I think I paid $1 or $2 for this, not a whole lot. And haven't played any other games in the series, and I'd like to get BloodRayne 1 before I jump into BloodRayne 2. So when I get BloodRayne 1, I'll definitely check this game out. Bloodwake. Another game with blood in the title. And this comes complete and in pretty good condition. I got this from the same pawn shop I got Arx Fatalis. Got this for $2 as well. Pretty good price for this game. Easiest way I can sum this game up is that it's Twisted Metal, but in the ocean, it's a boat combat game, so If you like Twisted Metal, you probably like this game too. Brute Force. This comes complete and in pretty good condition too. I don't think I paid any more than $5 for this at some sort of flea market. Not a bad strategic third-person shooter from Microsoft. Kind of would like to see them revive it, I suppose, you know, but I don't know if they will. Yeah, if you like third-person shooting games or possibly strategic sort of games, you might like this one. Conflict Desert Storm. Got this complete. The disc is in the carrying case, which is something I forgot to mention. Just like with my GameCube video, you know, some of these games, the disc will probably be in a carrying case, so yeah, even if it's not in the case, I do have the disc, just rest assured. But anyways, back to the game at hand. You know, it's Platinum Hits, supposedly a really good strategic shooter, and at some point I'll check this game out and the rest of the games in the series. Next up, we've got 2 games, and that's Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate and Dead or Alive 3. Now, Dead or Alive 2, it comes complete, but the little latch thing for the manual to hold it in place is broken down here, and so the manual's a little loose. And also the plastic's kind of fucked up on the back there, but whatever. Overall, still not too terrible condition. And Dead or Alive 3 is in, you know, much better condition. It's complete as well. And as far as how I got these games, I got this in the original Xbox lot I got from my original Xbox when I first got it, because, you know, when I first got it, it didn't really have a lot of games, and I wanted some more games for it. So I went on eBay and looked up for like game lots and found one that included this game as well as some other ones in my collection. And yeah, Dead or Alive 3, I paid $3 for this on 99 Gamers before that site went down. And as far as what I think of the series, you know, it's an okay fighting series. So far it's not really my cup of tea, you know, it just feels kind of weird to me. It's just, I don't know, something I kind of have to get used to. But yeah, when I feel like it, I'll definitely check out more of this series. Dead to Rights. Got this complete and in pretty good condition, although the little latch thing here to keep the case closed is broken. Although the piece did come with it, so all I have to do is basically glue the piece back in and it should work fine. But I mean, even if I don't, it still closes pretty good for the most part. It's just a little loose at the bottom there, you know. I think there's also, I just noticed, like a little slit in the plastic, so it's kind of, you know, coming off a little bit, but, you know, those are little minor things. But yeah, this is a Platinum Hits version. It's a pretty good third-person shooting cop game, and if you're into games like that, you might like this one. Doom 3. Got this complete and in fairly good condition, although there's some cracks in the case I'm seeing. And yeah, I got this on the original Xbox lot, along with Dead or Alive 2. And yeah, I haven't played this game yet. I know there's very mixed reception of this thing. Some people like it, some people don't. I think I would like it, you know, even though it's not a traditional Doom game. And yeah, won't really know if I check it out, I guess. But at some point I'll definitely check this game out. This is a game I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with me having, and that's Dr. Muto. And we've got this complete and in pretty good condition. As I mentioned in my review video, I got this from a flea market type of place. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I am going to say about this. You know, if you really want to know my thoughts on this game, just go watch my review, because that pretty much has all my thoughts for this thing. I know that's some shameless self-promotion, but you know, just being honest, you know, if you really care for my thoughts, just watch that video. I'll probably link it in the description down below if you really want to see that if you haven't. But yeah, Muto, Dynasty Warriors 3. This does not come with the manual, but it has the case and the disc, so that's alright. And the case is not that bad. But I got this in the same original Xbox slot as Doom 3 and Dead or Alive 2. And yeah, I haven't really played a lot of Dynasty Warriors games, but you know, when I feel like beating up a bunch of dudes and shit, I'll definitely check this game out. Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. That was a terrible posh British accent. But yeah, we got it complete in pretty good condition. Although the spine has some sticky sticker residue on the side. There's since been like a bunch of fuzzy stuff or whatever that's got stuck to it, so it's not quite as sticky as it used to be. But if I were to peel the rest of the sticker off, you know, it'd be hella sticky. But yeah, not really a big fan of Harry Potter or the Harry Potter series. Never read any of the books, never watched the movies, you know, and the good part of that is just never been really interested in it. But regardless, I still wanted to try this game out because it seems like fun, and yeah, if you like fantasy sports games, you might like this game, even if you don't like Harry Potter, or if you do like Harry Potter, you probably really enjoy this game, because this is probably the closest you get to actually playing Quidditch until the Reckoning. We got this complete and in pretty good condition, and we got this in the same Xbox slot as Doom 3 and Dead or Alive 2, and yeah, I haven't really played it yet. I'm kind of holding out to try the rest of the series. I think it's a twin-stick shooter series, and yeah, when I get to more games in the series, I'll definitely play this whole series back to back. One of the best Xbox RPGs, and that's Jade Empire. Got this complete and in really good condition. I got this in the same pawn shop I got Arcade and Bloodwake from, so I paid $2 for this as well. And you know, I was kind of holding out for the limited edition one, which is like the same game, but it comes with a bonus disc, which has like behind the scenes stuff and director commentary and stuff like that, and also different cover art. But I mean, you know, I can always hold out for that sort of thing. You know, this was in good condition at a pretty cheap price, so I figured, you know, why not, you know. And yeah, I might just keep the base game, or I might just, you know, swap it out for the more limited edition version. But at least for now, I own Jade Empire, and when I feel like playing a good Kung Fu RPG, I'll definitely check this game out. Quite possibly one of my favorite games on the Xbox, and that's Jet Set Radio Future. This does not come with the manual, but it comes with the disc and the case, although the case has kind of seen better days. You know, it's got some of that same sticky sticker residue as Harry Potter does, but whatever. I paid about $15 for this. Kind of wish I didn't, especially with one of the other games I'm going to show in a little bit. But yeah, still a fun game regardless of the condition it's in. You know, I'd still say it was worth the $15 I spent. And yeah, if you have not played this game or the other game in the series, you know, I highly recommend the Jet Set Radio series, not the Future series. This is only one game in the series. Kingdom Under Fire, Crusaders. Comes complete and in pretty good condition, and not a whole lot I can really say about this game. It's supposedly good. Got this in the same Xbox slot as I got Doom 3 and Dead or Alive 2, and yeah, definitely check this game out at some point. Back to Soul. Comes complete and in good condition. Pretty good Xbox next combat game. You know, the title seems pretty self-explanatory as what it is. I haven't really played a whole lot of it, but when I feel like playing a Mech Combat game, I'll definitely check this game out. Battle on, switching the system. This comes complete and in pretty good condition, you know, practically brand new except for a little chip at the bottom there in the case, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of something I expect with these older games. And I got this for $5 technically, although I didn't really pay for it. I paid for it with my friend's money, because as I sort of mentioned with my PC video with the game Keepsake, I got this on Leap Trade, and my friend let me borrow some money on his account to get a game off of Leap Trade, and that money was $5, and this game was being sold for $5, so I figured I'd get it, and that was like the cheapest way I could get it at the time, because otherwise it was a lot cheaper than getting it on Xbox Live Originals, which has been like $10, and yeah, it's a really good third-person shooting game. If you like games like Ratchet and Clank, you'll definitely like this game. Next up are two games in the series, and that's Oddworld Munch's Odyssey and Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Now with Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, you got it complete in pretty good condition. Closed. And I also got this in the same Xbox slot as I got Doom 3 and Dead or Alive 2, and this is one of the primary reasons why I got this specific lot, by the way. And then for Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, it does come with the disc and the manual, and the original case as far as I can tell, but that cover art has seen better days, man. Yeah, I definitely really need to get a better case for this game, you know, especially after playing it, because I really love this game, man. But yeah, both games are good. The whole Oddworld series is pretty good from what I'd say. This one's kind of disappointing, but it's still good. But even if you can only play one game in the series, definitely play this one, man. This one's amazing, and you don't even have to play the other ones to understand what's going on in this game. Just if you haven't already, play Stranger Wrath. You will not regret it. This is the best IP that Microsoft owns, in my opinion, and that's Phantom Dust. Comes complete and in pretty good condition. I paid $15 for this on 99 Gamers before it went down, and yeah, really love this game. You know, I really like that they are re-releasing it on the Xbox One in better resolution, and it's got online functionality and stuff, but, you know, I don't know what the hell happened with the reboot. It's either, you know, dead, or it's quietly being revived, or it's pushed back or something. I don't know, I'm not really holding my breath on that, but, you know, yeah, if you have not checked this game out, I highly recommend it. Way better than Halo and Gears, in my opinion. This is probably one of the more interesting games in my Xbox collection, and that's Phases Hell. Now, the disc and the manual are in fairly good condition, but this case has got to some hell, man. Like shit. So yeah, really interesting sort of shooter game. Got really interesting things to it. And yeah, if you like third-person shooting games, I highly recommend this one. You know, it's a very interesting Xbox exclusive. This next one's a 2-pack, and that's Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. Now, this game comes with 2 manuals. It might be hard to see, but I'm not gonna dig them out, you know. And of course, all games come on the one disc. And yeah, I got this from Habitat for Humanity for $2. And, you know, I've already played Jet Set Radio Future and already owned it, you know. And this is why I said that I kind of regretted paying $15 for the other version. You know, I later got this one for $2 in better condition. And honestly, this was the version of Jet Set Radio Future I wanted, honestly, because it just comes with 2 games, you know. But, yeah. Jet Set Radio Future is awesome. As for Sega GT 2002, I haven't played it. It's supposedly a good racing game from what I've heard, I guess. But, I mean, it must be good. It was packaged with Jet Set Radio Future, so that must say something. So yeah, if I ever feel like replaying Jet Set Radio Future or playing a racing game, I'll check this double pack out. Probably one of the more valuable games in my Xbox collection, and that's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Game comes complete and in pretty good condition. And how much I paid for this game? Nothing. I got it for free. Yeah. How I got this for free is that my mom is kind of friends with this guy that runs a sort of store type of place. And you know, for previous to him running the place, his dad used to run it, but he no longer did. And then he took over, and I think this is like his first time running it, and this is like my first time in the store. And it's kind of a way of being nice to me, you know. He gave me this sort of deal where it's like you buy one game, you get the other one for free. And I think the game I bought was like Sims 2. I don't know if that's correct or not, but yeah, I bought some other game and then I picked this game out for free one. And I did this intentionally because I knew this was a really good game. And, you know, I always wanted my own Battlefront game, and now I finally own one. And if you haven't played the Battlefront series, I highly recommend you check it out. We have another double pack here, and that's Star Wars The Clone Wars and Tetris Worlds. We got this complete with 2 manuals as well, and both games are on one disc. And yeah, I don't think I paid more than $5 for this game. And you know, not much I can say about Tetris Worlds. It's just Tetris in 3D. Star Wars The Clone Wars, you know, it's a precursor to Star Wars Battlefront, the original ones released. So you can kind of consider this like Star Wars Battlefront 0. Yeah, the vehicle combat's good. The Jedi stuff, not so good. Fucking tank controls is terrible. But thank God they only play Jedi like twice in the campaign, so that's good. Yeah, not a bad double pack, I would say. Probably the best game on here would be Star Wars The Clone Wars, mostly because it's just different, you know. Tetris is just fucking Tetris, you know. I can play it on literally anything. And, yeah, if you're into Star Wars or Tetris, I suppose, you should maybe check this double pack out. The Godfather, the game. Comes in really good condition, also comes with a map. And yeah, this is basically GTA in the Godfather universe, and I haven't watched any Godfather movies, but regardless if I do or not, I think this follows the movie fairly well. So yeah, at some point, if I feel like playing a GTA style game, I'll definitely check this one out. It's the most valuable game in my Xbox collection, and that's The Guy game. Doesn't come with the manual, it comes with the disc, and a pretty shitty case, I must admit. You know, the plastic's pretty wrinkled, there's pre-owned sticker, dirt, and all sorts of other shit on this. But even so, this is still a fairly expensive game. You know, even with just the shitty case and the disc, I could get at least like 20 bucks for this thing, I shit you not. But you know, even complete, this goes for about 50 bucks, which is pretty insane for this game, because this is basically just a shitty quiz trivia sort of game with some sex in it, you know? But yeah, there's a pretty interesting story as to why this game's sort of valuable, but I'm not going to get into it, you know? If you really want to know, you can look it up on Wikipedia or something. It's kind of an interesting read. But yeah, this is a fairly valuable game, and yeah, if you ever find this for cheap in the wild, you should totally pick this game up, even though it's not really that great. And finishing up my original Xbox collection, we have The Sims 2. Now, this is supposedly the original case because this pre-owned sticker says The Sims 2 on it, but the plastic is all ripped off for some reason. Like, you know, I don't know how the hell someone could really damage the game this badly. Like, what the hell? Like, if you're damaging your games in this way, you know, you should not be playing video games, man. I mean, unless you're like a little kid, but even then, you know, what the fuck. You know, I haven't really played Sims 2 a lot, and I know the Xbox 4 probably isn't that great. I'd much rather have this on PC, but yeah, you know, at least play this game before I get rid of it, and yeah, eventually one day if I feel like playing a Sims game, I'll check this game out, I suppose. And that is it for my original Xbox collection. I sure hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it wasn't terribly long. I don't think it would be, but yeah, I hope you like this sort of new format, I suppose, you know, it's a little more condensed version of my previous videos. And yeah, this is part 7, we still have a few more videos to go, so please stick around, we'll get through this series very soon. So, until next time, I'll see you later, and take care.